Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, we are going to be going over each and every one of not the reward cards, but the new Space Jam cards within NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. I absolutely love some of this card art, right? Like, this card art is some absolute fire, and I'm a big fan of this Space Jam set. Now, am I excited to get another small forward shooting guard LeBron? I mean, I don't know. We get two different LeBrons, the Space Jam Bron as well as the GOAT Bron. So we'll just see. We'll see what these players in this set are like. Again, this season, all season 9, don't expect good budget. I mean, don't expect like good reward cards because we've seen it with just these reward cards we got today. It's not going to be a no money spent type of season in general. That's just not what we are going to see all season long. So just know that going into it. Now, before we dive any deeper, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please consider smashing that subscribe button as we are on the road to 80,000 subscribers. So we're going to start it off here at the bottom with another Larry Bird. 6'9", 7-foot wingspan, out of this world Larry Bird. 40 Hall of Famers, 12 on gold, hot spots from everywhere, 99 3-ball, 98 driving dunk, 98 speed ball, 90 ball handle, 98 speed acceleration, 98 lateral quickness, no steady. So here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I want you guys to know. Is this Larry Bird comparable to this Larry Bird? I want to say to compare them is hard to do, but on the court, are you going to notice there's a big difference? No. So unless you really play the game super competitively, just get the out of the world Larry Bird. He is going to be so cheap, and he is going to be an absolutely amazing value for you in your specific squad. 6'9", 220 pounds, still has a shifty dribble style, Pro 2 size escape, Pro 3 movement in the back. I'm telling you guys, he's not the invincible Larry, not quite that level, but this Larry is a very, very good option, especially at that Galaxy Opal. Muggsy Bogues up next, 5'3", 5'5" wingspan. I mean, what are we talking about with Mugsy here? He does have base 98, so I mean, maybe on current gen you can get by with running him if you're an absolute cheeseball and just want to have fun, but I mean, guys, he's Muggsy Bogues. I could go over his stats, badges, whatever. It's going to be fun dunking with Mugsy, though. 5'3", 95 driving dunk. You do the math. I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun to see him do, a tomahawk, a tomahawk off 2, 360. Like, that's going to be fun to see Mugsy do. Does have the Pro 2 escape as well as the Pro 3 movement back. Mugsy's just going to be a fun card to use. So if that's what you're trying to have fun with in this game, same thing for Shawn Bradley. 7'6", 7'5" wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. Now we're just going to look at his SIGs before anything. Brook base on very quick. I'm fine with that, okay? I'm absolutely okay with that. Shift your stop, Pro 2 size escape, Pro 3 movement in the back. So here's the thing. On next gen, this Shawn Bradley just might be the best, okay? Because he's less than 235 pounds, so he's going to be able to burst, I do believe. Pro 3 movement in the back as well. On current gen, does he compare to the Yaos or the Tacos of, I said Shaq, I think. I mean Yao and Taco. Does Shawn Bradley on next gen beat those guys? Absolutely. On current gen, no. He doesn't compare to those guys even close. On next gen, I still don't know if he's as good as those guys because you got to look at the full picture. Only an 85 speed acceleration, only an 80 speed with ball. So I don't know if that's necessarily going to matter that much on next gen, but on current gen, it definitely is. Shawn Bradley's still going to be a card on current gen who is solid enough, especially if you do this. Like if you do this for this Shawn Bradley card, if you give him the dunking shoes, right, and then you add, let's say, D'Antoni, then you're looking at a card with an 85 speed with ball, 94 speed, and then you're looking at a card closer to the likes of a Yao Ming. So that's just kind of how I look at it. If you're on current gen or next gen, for the price I think he's going to go for, I think he's going to be worth it because he is a Galaxy Opal. But we'll see on Shawn Bradley. Larry Johnson, I mean, he's the same card as the Dark Matter. I'm not going to sit here and gas the card. He's going to be okay. His player motto is okay. He's just Larry Johnson. Not a card I'd recommend. I think Larry Bird's much better than this Larry Johnson card. I'm going to go over him pretty quickly. I will say if you're on current gen, his release is very solid. Patrick Ewing up next. I mean, here's the thing for Patrick Ewing. If you're on current gen, I can't recommend this card. It's just I can't. And why would you get this Patrick Ewing when the Team USA Patrick Ewing is already out? They're literally basically identical cards. The Team USA Patrick Ewing is going to be basically just as cheap. So there's no reason for anybody to buy this Patrick Ewing card. None at all. I mean, we get a new Patrick Ewing, but there should be no reason anybody picks him up. Bron up next. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm actually stunned. 65 Hall of Fame badge, small forward shooting guard Bron. And I like the Team USA Bron. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Does he have the XM bait? Oh my goodness. 96 3 ball, 98 driving dunk, 97 speed ball, 95 pointer, 97 speed acceleration, 97 lateral quickness, no steady. Yeah, this Bron might be the best. I don't know if the GOAT has steady or not, but if you're on current gen and the GOAT has steady shooter, this Bron is going to be the best Bron. So if you have Team USA Bron, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The Team USA Bron's still going to be probably cheaper, I think. We'll see. But this LeBron James is just next level good. I don't know what I'm supposed to say or anything, but this LeBron James. Oh my goodness. A Disney up next, 6'10", 7'5", wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. 55 Hall of Famers, 13 on gold. 96 3 ball, 95 driving dunk, 91 speed ball, 86 pointer, 94 speed acceleration, 94 lateral quickness. How does this Anthony Davis compare? Okay, we got an invincible Anthony, but how does he compare to the fan favorites? Just a little bit better than the fan favorites, AD. They're going to be very, very similar, though. Tendency-wise, solid. Sig-wise, AD's base, very quick. Quick dribble stats, Pro 2, size escape, Pro 3, movement in the back. I like Anthony Davis and what he can give you. That's just my opinion for the Space Jam AD. I'm not even sure what these Space Jam prices are going to be like. That's going to change kind of my perception on it. Klay, I mean, we're getting an invincible Klay as well, but 6'6", 6'9", wingspan, hot spots from everywhere. 55 Hall of Famers, 8 on gold. 99 3 ball, 90 driving dunk, 95 speed ball, 92 boner, 96 speed acceleration, 99 lateral quickness. Hall of Fame showtime, shooting wise, incredible, and defensively going to be solid as well. He's Klay Thompson. We've seen it before. We know what Klay is going to be. Just a better version of the Gladiator by a small margin. Dame, I'm not even going to spend time talking about you. Like, there's just no reason to do so. This Dame stinks. I mean, does he have steady shooter? That's the one thing to look at, and he does. So, what does this Dame give you even over this Dame, for example? They're literally basically the same cards. It's just this one's a little bit better. Now, the invincible cards, Klay, he's just going to be a little bit better than the last Klay. That's kind of what we've seen, right? He's going to be a little bit better. Now, Anthony Davis, the difference between this AD and the invincible AD, it's a little bit bigger, right? Because his ball handle is an 86, badge-wise only has 55 Hall of Famers, and AD is a lot more usable than Klay. So now when we look at the invincible Anthony Davis, you're looking at probably one of the top 3 power forwards in the game. I mean, maybe I'm gassing it by saying that, but we're looking at an Anthony Davis who is already good. Now you give him the invincible logo, and I'm telling you guys, 6'10" with a 7'5" wingspan, he in a solid release, he is going to be elite. Now, invincible Dame, I mean, what do you want me to say about him? He's just a little bit better. He's not going to be usable. So Klay and Dame, just get these two. Now, if you want AD and you play the game super competitively, then maybe that upgrade's worth it. But still, the Space Jam AD is going to be 95% of the invincible Anthony Davis. So we've got through basically all of those cards. Last but not least, we're going to talk about the GOAT cards. Now, here's what I'm going to say about these GOAT cards. Here's what I'm going to say. If you're one that loves steady shooter, here y'all go. If you're one that plays on next gen, here y'all go. Here's your time, because you get a point guard Bron with Hall of Fame blinders. You get an MJ point guard shooting guard with Hall of Fame blinders. So if that's something that you've been wanting, right, there you go. You finally get what you're asking for. Now, obviously for me, I do believe that Bron is way better than Michael Jordan on either gen. Now, if I'm on current gen, the question is going to be, is the point guard Bron worth running over the Space Jam Bron? Now, here's what I will say. Steady shooter on current gen is super bad. It's not talked about enough. It is not good, okay? Now, this LeBron James is basically the same as the GOAT Bron. It's just the way it is. Basically the same. Now, this LeBron is basically the same as the Invincible, right? They're basically the same cards, but he can't play point guard. So it really comes down to what you want. If you would rather LeBron play point guard, then obviously pick this one up. I do think on current gen, as an overall card, give me this LeBron. Just because of the no steady. That's just my opinion. Obviously, he gives you every badge in the game, so that has to be taken into consideration. Same thing for current gen with MJ. If I'm you guys, if I'm on current gen, this is the MJ I'm running. If I'm on next gen, then maybe you can use this MJ. Remember, every badge in the game can't be overlooked either. So, I mean, either gen, probably this LeBron's just the best. If you want to run him as small forward, on current gen, get this LeBron. That's what I would say. But on next gen, y'all finally got your Hall of Fame blinders. So, honestly, guys, for me, the card I'm most excited about is this card right here. That is the card on current gen you guys should be most excited about, as well as the Space Jam Bron. Those are probably two. Mugsy is going to be a fun card to use. Larry, we get a good and cheap Larry. And Shawn Bradley on next gen might be the best card that we got today. Still going to wait and see just how he moves, and I don't want to overhype him until I use him. but he could be one of the best and most cheesy cards we have ever seen. So as far as the content drop overall, absolutely immaculate all the way around. From budget players, it was Shawn Bradley, Larry Bird, to Space Jam players. This AD, this Bron probably aren't going to go for that much. Invincible cards, and then obviously the GOAT cards. Now expect these GOAT prices to be gassed, so they're obviously not going to be worth it. But that is going to wrap it up for my video today, guys. Let me know if you guys are excited about the GOAT cards, or which card today you guys are most excited about. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.